Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Explain 12. We are in Copenhagen, and we are flying to Istanbul, Sabiha. It's a bit of a weird route. I'm surprised Anadolujet flies to Copenhagen a little bit. But yeah, we're doing this today. He is facing the wrong way. But yeah.
Confirm you're facing north. I had no idea where the GSS took us, so but we can turn around and come here. That's fine. Scandinavian 935, Roger. If able 180, then taxi zero for right via Romeo and Bravo, cross runway 30. We make a 180, continue Romeo Bravo and crossing 30, departs here for right. Scandinavian 935.
Yeah, these guys look pretty good. This is the good Copenhagen scenery, of course. I don't remember who made it. Doesn't matter. I never do. We'll tell the ground handling folks to go away. For whatever reason, my screenshots aren't working today, so I have to figure something out with that.
X-ray, we're ready for taxi.
I don't know what this thing is doing here, by the way. It should... the fucking loader. It's stupid, but whatever. We'll pretend like it's not there.
We got a small technical issue. We just stand by. Roger, call me back. Call me back.
So yeah, this is the flight Tampa. That's who I remember it being from. But I hope they update it. There's some slight tweaks. It's very good, but slight tweaks that should be done for Explain 12, and then it's perfect. I don't even have the seatbelt sign on. We'll flick that on. Tower Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel is ready for push and start. Stand Charlie 32. Push and start approved face south, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Let's go. Information Foxtrot's now current.
Copenhagen Tower, Scandinavian 61 Alpha ready to taxi. Scandinavian 61 Alpha taxi, holding point runway 05 via Yankee and Bravo, cross runway 30. What was the holding point for 61 Alpha? Runway 05 via Yankee and Bravo, cross runway 30. for right, via Yankee Bravo, hold cross runway 30. Delta Tower has Canoe 87 Yankee, stand Bravo 4195 with Golf request, can skip on. Scandinavian 87 Yankee, Cast up Tower, hello, Hotel Current, clear to skip, holding go 2 Alpha departure, squawk 1262.
Hotels could.
Target 12 1262 and we'll check on hotels, Canoe 87 Yankee. Scandinavian 87 Yankee, read victory.
Apparently it's golf. I don't know.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tower. Stand by.
Full left, full right, full left, full right, full up, full down, full up, full down. Full left, full right, full left, full right. Flaps 5.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And Canoe 935, Papa Sol, ready for taxi. Scandinavian 9SB5, taxi Sierra, direction taxi Romeo and Bravo, cross runway 30. Come on, runway Bravo, cross 30, Canoe 935, here we go.
Tower Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel is ready for taxi.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, taxi Quebec, Delta and Charlie, hold short Bravo, cross runway 30.
Taxi Quebec Delta and Charlie hold short Bravo cross 30 Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Quebec Delta Charlie hold short Bravo. Okay. It is very cloudy here, but it looks very good. The clouds do now.
Scandinavian 619 fell 9 on runway 2 to red. Direction runway 0 for right. 9 up and wait, runway 2 for right, Scandinavian 619.
Continue to holding point 04 right via Bravo, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
Scandinavian 935, continue to Bravo 1. Continue Bravo 1, Scandinavian 935. Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, able Bravo 3.
Yes, we are able. Bravo 3, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, wind 07013, runway 0 for right, cleared for takeoff, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 04, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Alright.
Scandinavian 935, line number 8, runway 0 for right.
We'll go ahead and go fast.
Runway 0 for right, Scandinavian 935, heavy. Scandinavian 87 Yankee, Bravo 4, request push. Scandinavian 87 Yankee, push to start approved, release from Yankee 1, KH 1009. Push to start approved, Yankee 1 1009, Scandinavian 87 Yankee. Red 7, Papa Echo, request push stand Alpha 22. Red 7, Papa Echo, push to start approved.
40%.
KH 1009. Push start approved, face east.
Toga.
Red 7, Papa Echo.
Airspeed life. Cross check. Rotate. Gear up. I wanted 7 on the trim. It's way too high. Copenhagen approach. Good afternoon, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, passing 1,900. Flaps on.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, Copenhagen, you're identified. Climb to flight level 190, turn right heading 145.
Turn right heading 145 and climb flight level 190, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. 145. 190, okay.
07 Romeo X-ray, you're leaving controlled airspace. Requested you
Flap 0.
have a flight. Switching to ECOM 1228. Thank you very much for the service. Have a good day, Finus 7 Romeo X-ray. Bye. Bye-bye, Sierra Avian 61 Alpha, leaving controlled airspace. Frequency changes approved. Have a good flight. Frequency change approved. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're at the stop.
Approach Slovensk Anna 35, climbing for level 70. Anadolujet 35, top plane departure identified. Time flight level 190, clear direct over. Anadolujet, climb flight 190, Scandinavia 35. Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, clear direct CMAG.
Clear direct CMAG, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Whoa, okay, now it really wanted to start climbing. Alright, fuck it, we'll turn on the autopilot now so that I can input the direct to. Oh, no wonder it's so fucking dark. We're flying straight through the cloud. We're flying over Sweden now, actually.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. God damn it. Where's the real flight? Oh, he's just now taking... Oh, there's a long line of departures. No wonder. I was like, how are we getting out before him? He pushed well before us.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, contact Istanbul 124.175. Goodbye.
124.175. Thank you for the ATC, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. One two four 175. Bremen Radar, hello, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, passing 14,700 for flight level 250.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, Bremen identified. Hello, proceed direct to Kiel, climb flight level 350.
Derek Keeler and flight level 350, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
German Alpha 0370, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH, Lage 1003. Delay 3000 feet, 1003, 07.
I assume it's that. That's the closest thing.
Ryanair 6 Charlie Romeo, proceed direct Delta Bravo 521.
Direct Delta Bravo 521, Ryanair 6 Charlie Romeo.
Berlin radar, good morning, Easy 54 Foxtrot with you. Easy 54 Foxtrot, Bremen identified. Descent to flight level 330, direct Delta Bravo 521. Descent to flight level 330 and direct to Delta Bravo 433. 2521. 2521, Easy 54 Foxtrot. Lufthansa 097 Alpha, monitor Unicom for air address. United for Papa Yankee, climb to flight level 360. Climbing 360, United for Papa Yankee.
Alright, now we're above the clouds. Damn it, it's the flight surgeon. Are you in Vobel now?
No, I'm in Wuss.
Oh, you're still in Wuss?
Yeah.
I knew you had a long...
One throw.
I knew you had a long layover, but I didn't think it was this long.
It was 6.5 hours. I landed from Surabaya at 1:15, and then now I'm leaving. It's 7:23 right now.
Ass.
Singapore, the Jewel is a nice mall.
Yeah, but I hate malls, because malls are full of people, and I hate people.
Okay, I'm not Perspire Elite.
Perspire Elite.
Perspire Elite.
Yeah, I know, but it sounded like you said Perspire.
Damn it. Nope. That's the North Indian place, Delhi. And you'll find the Kolkata, the Perspire Elites.
Ass.
SQ510.
Why am I in
I'm at
this?
the gate.
Why?
Why are you gate?
Yeah. But I don't even fly through this guy's airspace. I don't know why I have to talk to him.
So they can see my gate area. That's the gate. I don't know why it's so blurred. It's because
Hell
the
yeah.
idiot walked in the middle.
Alpha 3.
And now some lady's head is walking along her. So it's funny, this flight is going to Chennai, and that flight is going to Bangalore, and it's like they're right next to each other.
That's not gonna create confusion.
Okay, passengers traveling with infants are boarding the flight to Bangalore. I wonder if somebody gets on the wrong flight in this situation. Somebody who means to go to Chennai goes to Bangalore, and somebody who means to go to Bangalore goes to Chennai.
I mean, that's highly unlikely, but yeah, that would be it.
But here's the thing, right? If it were to happen, it's the least least problematic possibility.
That's true.
Right next to each other.
But then there's also the flight that the flight to Hyderabad. Where's that taking off from?
that's also now, but I don't know where that is. It's not going to in this like random gate area or Bangalore and Chennai. I wonder where the Hyderabad one is. Hyderabad departs at 8, so actually wait, let's I'm group 6.
United for Papa Yankee
Yeah.
for hire, Unicom 1 to 2 H's. Unicom, United for Papa Yankee, ciao.
Could they do
The road is set for level 100, on conversion speed 290 or greater.
So, I don't care. So, Surabaya had an oopsie doopsie with their terminals.
What do you mean?
C61 Bremer loaded,
So,
plan to fly to
do you know the layout of that airport? The north
Yes.
side
Yeah.
used to be the south side used to be the domestic, and the side facing Siddhartha used to be the domestic, and the side facing Surabaya used to be the international, right?
Mhm.
So, but now they flipped it. So what they do is they rebuilt that entire southern area, the concourse, and like it's brand spanking new. So they made the Siddhartha facing area, the international terminal, and they kept the old international terminal as the domestic terminal. So they completely flipped the airport.
level 100 on conversion speed.
That's ass.
Sent you for level 110, speed 200, not so great, and another 110.
Yeah, so Surabaya, I mean, it's.
One to Unicom.
I've heard Surabaya. Somebody told me.
Hold on,
Surabaya
wait.
are less-
Oh, that was a different guy. Never mind.
Someone told me that Surabaya is like a less crowded Jakarta.
It is. It really is. I've never been there, but even I know that it is.
Kilometer for road.
It's nice though, like it's very green and it's very nice. Surabaya. And like, but again, like you have no reason to go there unless you know somebody there. Like it's not like I feel like Bali, there's like tourism and stuff, but like Surabaya, you have no reason to go there unless like for me, my friend lives there. That's the only reason I even went. Holy mother of God, it's like a Bangalore to full flight. Of course it is, but
Are you in business?
absolutely not.
Are you in premium economy?
Absolutely not. There's no premium economy on this flight. But the ticket that I booked was $800 round trip from Bangalore to Indonesia, and business was a $900 upgrade. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but who needs business class in these little hops?
That's true, but I mean, it is Singapore Airlines.
It's a waste of money.
It is.
And the economy is, you know, good enough.
But I was expecting it to be more, actually.
Yeah, but again, even if it were like, I mean, still, it still wouldn't be worth it, right?
Yeah.
Like, even the Gulf to Bangalore, it's not worth it. Like, but the U.S. to the Gulf flight, 100% is worth it. If you can find a good deal. Otherwise,
Except on Emirates. Actually, the Emirates is the new ones on the 777s.
that 232 BS is terrible.
It is. But it's 121 now on the 300 ERs that fly to the US.
It is. And
It's-
it's also 1-to-1 of the A380s, I believe.
It is, yeah. But if you're flying out of DFW, for example, it won't be. It's the 121 on the 777.
Like an AD, it's the A380s.
Ass.
Yeah, for whatever, it's because these Singapore Airlines idiots got rid of the late night flight that I had to do this long layover. Because there's a flight that lands in Singapore from Surabaya at 7:55 p.m. and this thing departs at 8:05, but there used to be at 10 o'clock landing in Bangalore at 11:50. And if I could have gone on that, then I could have spent the day in Surabaya, but like whatever, I spent the day in Singapore.
One moment.
Probably the best.
One moment. Over to Newcom now. Thank you very much for the ATC Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel. Alright, keep talking now.
No, so I was saying, like, so SQ had a late night flight to Bangalore at one point in the past, and they got rid of it, I think, last year, 2024. And the thing is, if that flight were still there, I would have been able to take a 4:30 departure out of Sub instead of this 10:15.
Hell yeah.
Go to Sub.
Sub. So you got into Singapore at what, like 1 p.m.?
1:15 p.m.
I see.
I hate the time zones in this part of the world.
They are
Why
awful.
is Surabaya so far east, but now we're behind Singapore? Same with Jakarta. Jakarta is further east of Singapore, and it's an hour
Because
behind.
it's ass. No, ass
It's
cake
because of
nuggets.
Malaysia. It's because of Malaysia, apparently. I looked it up.
Ass cake nuggets.
Yes. Otherwise known as ass-cake.
Oh, wait, they fly an A350 on that? You fly an A350 to Singapore?
Yeah, today I did.
Why? That's so unnecessary.
They also fly 738 Max.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
I like when the white people are in business class and all the Indians are in.
Well, I mean, what did you expect?
Oh, it's funny. I mean, you'll see Indians in business too, but like,
Yeah, but less.
yeah, the proportion of white people in business will be much higher. I'm just watching these two white ladies going to the business class line. I'm like, damn.
Do they? So it's the regional A350, isn't it? Well, it has to be to Bangalore.
Yeah, it is.
Because they send the 737s, not to Bangalore necessarily, but to other places near Bangalore.
Yeah, like, Coimbatore, they fly Scoot, actually. Have I done that on stream? I think I have.
Why?
Singapore to Coimbatore.
Tiruchirappalli gets 5 flights a day.
On what? On Scoot or SQ?
No, on just general, in general. Air India Express, Indigo, Scoot, they all fly it.
Does SQ fly a 338M there?
No.
I saw Cochin on the monitors.
They fly to Cochin on the B3M. They fly to Colombo on the 787. But only once a day, so.
I don't understand who gets how they allocate. Like, the flight to Chennai next to me is on a 78X, I think. Wait, just check that.
Yeah, it is, it is. It is,
Yeah.
it is. But I don't know. Because the regional A350 and the 787, there's no difference between them, essentially.
Yeah, so why would they send... Like, why don't
Well-
I understand what the decision making is in deciding whether to send regional A350 or it's regional 787?
Well, the problem that I have, or the question that I have, is why do they have the regional A350s to begin with?
I have no idea.
Well, I thought that the whole point of ordering the 787s was to fly the routes that the regional A350s are doing. But
agree,
instead they have both.
No idea.
Okay, so by just looking at their configs, no, that doesn't. 40263 is the A350 that you're on, and then the 787 is 36301. So I suppose that they send the A350s to the more premium destinations on that they serve nearby.
So how is Surabaya more premium than actually? I guess Surabaya is a more city than Denpasar. Denpasar is gonna be.
No, Surabaya is absolutely more premium than Denpasar.
Yeah.
But how is Surabaya?
That's what Surabaya was.
But I'm surprised that Surabaya is premium enough to warrant the A350. I'd assume that would still be in the 787's scope. That being said, though, it's such a short flight to Surabaya that they might just put the A350 there because it's not doing anything.
Go ahead.
Did you see what route I'm doing?
Yeah, Copenhagen to Istanbul.
Yeah,
That's
on
40 something.
on Anadolujet.
Oh, not gonna lose that.
What a horrible airline. Who would ever fly Anadolujet?
Other than you, ironically.
Yeah, well, in real life, I mean.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, it is owned by Turkish.
So when SpiceJet leased these planes owned by Air Corendon.
Ass. But it says so on the plane. A trademark of Turkish Airlines.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anadolujet.
Sounds like an incredibly bad airline.
It probably is. I made it to,
510.
you know, I made it to Noumea in one piece, and then I was like, the only flight that people could possibly be connecting onto is the flight to Wallace.
Wallace and Fortuna.
Hell yeah. That would be something of legend to fly between Paris and Wallace.
A regional domestic aircraft on that, not a 320 Neo.
To Wallace?
Yeah.
They sent a 320 Neo.
Is there a scenery on X-Plane for it?
Yes.
Okay, we have to do that.
Smart co-pilot. Noumea to Wallace. Oh man, it's a 3-hour flight though, so that's why they sent the 320 Neo.
Yeah.
It's further than I thought.
It's pretty. I mean, he's close from the flight to Bangalore. I'm like, why? I wonder
There's-
why.
There's what?
I wouldn't suppose.
They're probably lost. You should help them and tell them that the flight to Taipei is over there.
Like, why? Why go there? Like, I wouldn't go there if my family didn't live there.
That's fair. I mean, okay. Are they in business class?
I don't know. They're boarding at the economy.
Okay. Well, I was thinking maybe because Bangalore has those IT jobs and Taiwan is where all the IT stuff is made, so that might have something to do with it.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe. So India has this card called the Overseas Citizen of India card, and it's like a...
Which is what you have.
It's like a... Yeah, but it's funny, because when I got it, the validity was lifelong, but they've since made it 30 years. So, or like, you have to get it once you turn 21 if you get a new one, and then once you turn 50 you have to get another one. So like, as a kid it's valid till 21, but anyway. So, but when I was a kid that wasn't a thing, so like, I still have the OCI card from when I was like 13 years old. And so like, the immigration people always give me a look when I land. They're like, are you sure this is you? Like,
No, but surely,
and look at
they would run into this on like every single day, many times a day.
Yeah, they probably do, but the thing is, I feel like the amount of them is less because now they have this policy, and they've had this policy for like 8 years. Like,
Do people not renew it then, or what? Because yours is, I assume yours is still valid forever.
mine is valid for life. My overseas citizen of India card.
But they haven't made it so that you have to renew it just like everybody else. It's still valid for life, I mean, right?
Yep, it is. Which
Like-
is hilarious.
I still find it like surely most people that come into there that are of your age are gonna have that same thing where it's valid for life.
Probably, unless their parents made them renew it when they got older, which is a dumb idea, but
Indian parents can be dumb like that.
Ayush.
Ayush, he's not a parent, luckily.
But his parents, I mean, they're probably very decent, smart people, but they produced him. Imagine having a kid and it being Ayush. I hate Ayush.
Damn it! I accidentally pulled out my headphones.
I hate Ayush.
Imagine if Ayush was a parent.
I'd rather not.
That would be bad. I need to renew my passport
say-
next year.
I need to renew my passport too.
What about this passport?
Group 6, finally.
You're in group 6? That's a very high number
Yeah,
of
'cause
groups.
if you're in economy, they board it back to front. So,
Oh, so you're in the front of economy.
yeah.
Hell yeah, this passport I need to renew in 9 years. That's a lot of years.
I have to renew this one in 2 years.
And then this passport I need to renew never. Unless they change
What,
the
the Finnish
rules.
one?
No, the Indonesian one.
Oh,
Next year apparently is when it goes out of date. The Finnish one I need to renew next year.
Oh. I have to do that landing card.
I might renew it this year though. It's we'll see.
What,
But
the
what?
Finnish one or the American one?
The Finnish one. The American one's valid for 10 years, almost 9 years.
Really?
Because I renewed that last year.
Can you hear that announcement?
No. Very vaguely, I can hear that something is being said in the background.
They're saying all passengers, it's the final call for SQ510 to Bangalore.
Oh hell yeah, that's you. You're the final.
It is. Wow, there's a legion of people behind me.
You know, I'm group 5 on American now.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have advantage gold?
No, but I have. I got enough loyalty points to be in group 5.
Oh.
Or wait, no, hold on. Am I group 5? No. No, I'm a credit card holder. That's why I'm in group 5. Having the now I can hear the announcement. But yeah, apparently if you hold the credit card, you're group 5.
Hell yeah. I'm Dick McDickleweeds and standing in front of the door to the plane. Like the door to the jet bridge. And I'm like, why?
Because they're
Why are you
Dick
standing here?
McDickleweeds.
Like, why would you stand there? Like,
They are idiot McIdiots. Idiot. 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 Idiot McIdiot of the Dick McDickleweed variety.
that would be kind of stupid. Also,
Was dumb.
yes.
That's ass.
Oh.
The people at Aerogenesis updated their A330 yesterday.
What were you saying?
The people at Aerogenesis updated their A330 yesterday.
Ooh, was it good?
I don't know. I have to do a test with it because it was not working yesterday, and then
36K? Thank you.
I issued a bug report, and then the issues were addressed. But I have to look at how well they were addressed.
Hell yeah.
It-
being addressed.
Probably the Pratt and Whitneys and the Rolls Royces are flyable, but the General Electrics I don't think are yet flyable. But also we don't have any liveries for them either because that's what they updated. So. Well, I can see someday if I want to fly some ridiculous route.
That is an L. Alright, let's go. There's nothing in the overhead bin. I literally have an overwing view, like the most overwing view you can have.
What seater? 46A?
Yeah, look at this little view.
Oh hell yeah! It's a 350. Did you have to climb over some people to get into your seat?
No, there's no one in my room. You remember they board by they board back to front, right, for economy, and I was like the first person in my zone to board.
I see.
Like,
It
literally nobody here.
it would have been smart if they boarded. How would they have boarded?
Back to front is the best way to board economy. The most efficient way to board is have two jet bridges, one for premium passengers, and one for economy where you board back to front. That's the best way to do it.
And then the other important thing is what Finnair does is actually pretty smart. They board their they board the window seat passengers first.
Yeah.
How long's that flight? Like 4 hours?
3 hours 45 minutes.
It would have been 4 hours on a narrow body.
Yeah.
Do you have the time models Abu Dhabi scenery, by the way?
No, I don't.
I have to see if it's any good.
I didn't know if I should get it.
I have to figure out a way to find out if it's any good before.
There was a freeware for Abu Dhabi, but now it's not. It's out of date because the terminal exists.
It's horrendously out of date because the terminal completely changed.
Yeah.
Is the flight like 90% Indian people?
Probably.
Hell
There's
yeah.
some white people. Who are these white people coming to India, man? Like, why?
In business class.
No, there's some in economy. That's the question I asked. Like, why are you coming?
Why are you coming to our country? Do you remember how Finnair started that flight to Mumbai?
Yeah, and it's gone.
Yeah, it failed after 1 year because people were not. People here don't want to go to India.
No, I don't think it was ever for Finnish people.
Yeah, but people no people want to go to India anymore, other than Indian people.
But there's so many of the Indian people in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like India will always be a profitable market for any international airline because of the connecting traffic.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if it'll be profitable though, because the Indian people going to India are some of the lowest yielding passengers per person. Because if you think about it, if Finnair were to take a passenger from Chicago to Mumbai via Helsinki, he would be that person would be taking up the seat of someone who would pay more for the flight from Chicago to Helsinki.
That's true, yeah.
So, in that sense, it would be more profitable if they flew other people.
Yeah, it would be. Just did I fly to O'Hare?
Yes, in the summer.
Yeah, okay, that's DFW is a year-round market in O'Hare, isn't it? I never understood that.
Yeah, I don't either. DFW is now 11. Well, it's gonna be 11 weekly this summer for some reason.
O'Hare better be upgraded to once a week and like year-round because O'Hare, like, there's more point-to-point demand than for Dallas.
Actually, there's more point-to-point demand for Dallas than O'Hare.
Really?
I think so.
Chicago's bigger though.
Yes, but Dallas has more Finnish people and has a big Nokia office.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's no Finnish people going to Chicago because they don't want to be shot in the head.
That's true, but an individual has arrived in that role.
The LA flight is year-round, but that makes more sense.
I was thinking, like, do I just get on an SFO flight from here today and just say, screw it, I'm going home? And I was like, nah. My bag is in Bangalore.
Yeah, you need that. I am chasing a Turkish 737 over there.
I would rather be on that Turkish 737 than on the Anadolujet flight.
Oh, he's coming in from Billund too, so it's a pretty similar flight.
Is he going to Istanbul or, I mean, to IST or SAW?
Yeah, of course he's going to IST. Like,
You're going to the idiot airport.
I am.
Why does it exist?
I mean, Istanbul is an enormous city. It's on a whole other continent to the other airport, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that other airport's capacity is 120 million people.
Okay, but let's think about it this way. If you're in East Istanbul, how much faster is it going to be to go to Sabiha than it is to go to the other airport?
That's true. That is true, I'll give you that.
And it serves a lot of domestic flights for Anadolujet and Pegasus and all them people. But no, it makes sense. It makes sense that it's there. Now, what doesn't make sense is the fact that Bucharest has 2 airports.
Yeah.
And they're right next to each other.
I hate how Goa has 2 airports and they're building a 3rd.
That's stupid.
The 3rd one is supposed to be operational in 2029. I'm like, who is going to fly there?
Nobody.
Goa doesn't even need 2 airports. Like, they should just close down the other one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they should just move all the traffic from Goa to Gogs.
Yes. Goi. Hell yeah.
I hate how Genoa is Goa.
Genoa. Would you fly to Genoa?
I have no reason to go there.
Why not?
I don't know, I'd rather fly to Milan and take a train.
Why? When you can fly to Genoa.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. If you want some true Italian idiot, you can fly to Genoa.
If I want to fly with an Italian idiot, I will keep that in mind.
That Turkish is in a Star Alliance livery, at least according to XCSL. Which is so much better than that blue box thing, by the way.
Oh, is it for 12?
No, it's for 11 too.
I need to get 12. When I go back to America, I'm gonna get 12. Get a new computer.
And then
back up all the sceneries and stuff and plugins for 11 and 12, and I mean for 12. And then I'm gonna get a new computer.
well, what you should do is you should just get an external drive.
No, but I need to like upgrade my graphics card and my. Like, I need better specs.
Well, yes, I know, but like get an external drive and then keep all of your X-Plane folders there. Your scenery stuff.
Slower?
It runs a little bit slower, but you save so much disk space by doing that.
Okay.
It's much cheaper. Because, you know, I have this fucking 8 terabyte thing in it. It's probably 6 terabytes of it is full of X-Plane stuff. Having 6 terabytes of...
I need it. So what do you think would be cheaper? Are we gonna get a new PC or just get a new GPU and an SSD? Probably a GPU and probably a CPU, GPU, and SSD, right?
Yes, but you have to make sure they're compatible with your motherboard, which they probably will be. But you might need to get a new motherboard then too. Which at that point it's a new PC, basically.
Yeah.
And then at that point you think, is it worth it to get the new case and the new PSU and the little things that you need for your new PC, or just keep the old one and then like have your old one as well, or just forget the old one and just buy the majority new parts for it.
Yeah, I mean my motherboard is 3 years old, or 4 years old.
It should probably be compatible. Motherboards usually are.
Because the thing is, I always have an issue where my CPU is mid, but my GPU is fantastic. So like, I'm gonna get new bolts of them.
I see. Make sure to get a GPU with a lot of VRAM.
Yeah, I think my current one is 32 of VRAM.
Mine only has 16, but other than that, everything about my PC is very good.
Yeah, I've had the same setup since 2020, so it's timed.
My one at home actually still works pretty well, and it has most of the same stuff that I put it in 2017?
It works for 12?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
The performance difference isn't very big. But for whatever reason, the default A330 is really frame heavy.
I'll take that. I'll take my computer to Geek Squad and have them deal with it.
Hell yeah, Geek Squad. As opposed to Nerd Squad.
Dang.
Did your row fill up?
Nope.
Nerd. That's nice. And then some really smelly old family's gonna show up like 2 minutes before they close the boarding door.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Smelly old family. They're gonna be like, what? This is our seat for the next 4 hours. This is not appropriate. It is not big enough.
You know that happened on the Surabaya flight. Except the lady was sitting in my seat. I was like, she's like, I'm 42A. I said, no, I'm 42A, and I showed her the boarding pass. I was like, oops, I'm 42C. I was like, damn it.
That's not. That's not the worst thing. What kind of lady was she?
Of the East Asian variety.
I see. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah. You would be correct. Oh, the aircraft. I think that's the plane that took me from Surabaya to Singapore. Yeah, it is. The aircraft that took me from Surabaya to Singapore is pulled up right next to me.
Where's it going?
It just came from KUL, Woomcooker. Because I recognize the flight number, the call sign. With SIA 121, the Woomcooker flight next to me was 122, so I was wondering if it was the same aircraft, and it was.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But in the time that you've been in Singapore, which is many hours, it's only flown to Kuala Lumpur and back?
Yeah, because the departure time is 4:25.
That's ass. I like how they send that enormous thing to Kuala Lumpur. Also, that Hyderabad flight is pushing now. It's at Bravo 6.
What is this Dick Weed thing?
522 is its call sign. Oh hell yeah, flight 297 to Christchurch is also about to depart. That's an ass.
3 hours 40 minutes to Bangalore.
And then Singapore to Guangzhou, which is near you, is also pushing.
How long's that flight? With 4 hours?
It's probably only 3. It's either 4 hours 15 or 3 hours 15. Which one is the
Why did you put 3 and end in Guangzhou?
No, it is 4 hours. That's what I was thinking too. Like the biggest city by far of all these cities that are currently departing is Guangzhou, and it has the smallest plane.
Like, send it to Kuala Lumpur instead of Guangzhou.
I'm sure Sia knows what they're doing. Oh hell yeah, a flight from Dad is coming in.
I love how they call it, like, in the monitor, in the airport they'll say Bengaluru, but then, like, everyone's like,
I don't know, when has this fixation with calling it Bengaluru appeared?
Like, Canada, it's Bengaluru.
Just, I know that, but in English it's Bangalore.
Yeah, but that's because there was a whole movement in India to get rid of all British names.
But we're speaking English. And the people of Bangalore don't care. I get it that the people of Mumbai care that they're called Mumbai and not Bombay. But I don't get why, because you don't care. Nobody in Bangalore cares.
People in Bangalore don't care about English, they care about Hindi, that's the thing.
What do Hindi people call it then?
Bangalore, but like, they don't really, like, it's not a touch point. Like, English is not a touch point in Bangalore anymore. Now it's like Hindi speaking people that are getting the brunt of harassment.
That's based.
All doors are closed.
And
That means there's nobody next to me.
no, you don't know if they're still coming down the aisle slowly.
Damn it. Thank you.
What happened?
No, they you know Singapore gives hot towels.
Oh yeah, okay, they gave the hot towel.
They came to collect it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So you probably did get an empty,
Wait,
bro.
what?
Probably did get the Indian uncle was.
Individual.
Oh okay. Well, you got the
Individual.
middle seat free then.
Why? Actually, why do these idiots fly to Christchurch? Like, what demand is there?
They fly multiple times a day to Christchurch actually, or like over once a day. Of course. I was like, this flight is too ridiculous to not do on stream. I wasn't wrong. Like fucking Singapore to Christchurch. That's ridiculous.
It is. Also, the Hyderabad flight is off of the map.
Is it?
Why?
He'll be on in a moment. Oh hell yeah! This idiot is landing into Singapore's Seletar after holding for who knows how. What?
Oh my god, that's a 2-hour flight. Why?
How many holds did he do?
Question is, why did you do that many holes?
What?
They said the weather in Singapore is really bad right now. I wonder if that's why.
Well, I assume so, but like, that's ridiculous.
I want to fly to Seletar just to say I have.
That's a stupid reason.
I mean, Changi is objectively one of the best airports in the world.
And then Seletar is ass.
Hilarious.
Oh hell yeah!
Hilarious.
Since when did Malindo Air start using Subang Airport in Kuala Lumpur for some idiot flights to some idiot places? Oh, even Scoot flies there. Yeah.
There's a Jetstar A320 that's doing the route that I did a couple of days ago, but on Singapore, on Jetstar, it's just Singapore Airlines.
Yep. The Hyderabad flight's back on flight radar.
Oh, there he
He's
is.
about to pass you. Well, do you see that Singapore the Max 8 out of your window?
The Guangzhou one?
Yeah.
No, there's a aircraft blocking it.
I see.
There's an aircraft blocking it.
That's ass. Did you see any of those Scoot E190s there?
No, I didn't. Oh, I can see the Guangzhou aircraft that's coming.
Oh hell yeah, it's coming.
Oh, is that the Hyderabad aircraft? Wait. What is that? Wait, that's...
Just stream it. I'll tell you which one is which.
Yeah. No, I can't.
The Guangzhou aircraft. No, okay, that's the Hyderabad aircraft. Yeah, it's a 350.
It's kind of, yeah. It is, that's a 350. That thing is massive. I don't know how long. I've flown that on a narrow body. It's 4 hours and 10 minutes.
You were at Alpha.
Narrow body.
You were at Alpha 4, right, or Alpha 3?
Three.
You're Alpha 3, and then Alpha 4 is the Chennai flight. But there's another 787 at Alpha 2.
I wonder what that's... No, that's not a 787, that's 350.
Is it? It looked like a 787 when I looked at it quickly.
350.
But the wing was
Because
blocking
that
most of
was-
it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's 350.
Because why?
Because I saw that on Flight Radar today, I saw a 121, and that was the exact A350 I took from Zero Live.
No, but that's it went to Alpha 1.
No, I said Alpha 2. Because I can't see Alpha 1. I can only see Alpha 2. Or
Okay.
did that go to Alpha 1?
I'm pretty sure it went to Alpha 1. But now I forgot. Oh, I'll look. I can just look. 121, right? No, it was 122.
Oh no, you're right. It went to Alpha 121.
Yeah.
It could be a 787 then.
It looked like a 787.
I wonder where it's going.
It's probably going to Idiotville.
The problem is I can't see the registration.
We've only been flying for 52 minutes. Oh, did you see I got priority takeoff over the A350 that was going to somewhere else?
Why?
Probably because of weight turbulence, but I don't know.
Was it going to Edaville?
Oh, no, it's going to Washington. No, this is a different A350.
Not going to Idiotville?
It might be going to Idiotville. It's going to San Francisco. That's even more Idiotville than Washington. That's a long flight.
That is a very long flight.
How is he only at 19,000 feet? He took off like a minute after me.
Why are we not pushed back? Are we squawking it or not?
Squawking. Wait, what is happening? Why is he at 19? Is he facing an issue and is he attempting an arrival into some airport? Did he crash into the side of a mountain?
Who?
The guy that was just behind me who was departing for San Francisco.
I don't know.
He's only at
That's
19,000 feet.
This is the first single player flight I've taken on this entire trip that has not left the gate on time.
If you leave in the next 8 minutes, you're still classified as on time.
Really?
Well, actually, it's probably take off in the next 8 minutes, which is not going to happen.
Someone named Rohan is flying from Copenhagen to Malta.
Ass. Why is he only maintaining 19,000 feet? This doesn't make sense. Oh, by the way, yesterday, Simple Flying published an article that was so atrocious that I had to make an account and comment.
Really? Well, what's
Yeah.
the article?
The article is about United 757s, and everything they said was wrong.
F.
Hello, Flydeck 11. Thank you very much. I have run out of fuel. Completely, actually. In the center tank. I finally managed to get that thing to 0. Normally stuck at 10. But yeah. Simple Flying said that United has retired the Rolls-Royce engine 757s and kept the Pratt & Whitney engine ones, which is literally wrong, and the article itself disproved that with the pictures that were in it. So, I don't know. They're idiots. They should fire the gentleman who wrote that article. Idiot McIdiots. Blackbird, your Boeing give you $1,000 iTunes gift cards or engine go boom. Wow, so funny. What am I? I'm over Katowice. Oh, well, there you go. And Krakow should be somewhere over there. I have ortho for this area, apparently.
4 miles.
somebody made a communication. Alright, how many miles do we have left? We have just under 800 miles, so what, about 2 hours? Yeah, an hour and 52 minutes. Three-hour flight, not too bad.
Is there a Celatar studio for X-Wing?
Not one that I know of. There is, but it looks awful. This scenery is atrocious, my god. It is the worst scenery I've ever seen. Some idiot streamed a flight on Druk Air from Singapore to Seletar. Why would anyone do that?
I was wondering when we're gonna leave the gate.
You still haven't left the gate?
No, I'm wondering what's going on now.
This idiot flew with mouse and keyboard.
The Cochin flight hasn't left the gate either.
His name is Best. I'm leaving a dislike on this. His name is Best Bear.
He's the worst bear.
Yeah, he's neither the best nor a bear.
Why are they sending a 3.8 Max to a Max 8 to Chongqing? It's a massive city.
Yeah, but that's a massive city with very little demand anywhere outside of China.
That's true.
Oh my god, this is not a stable approach.
Dude, what's his name? Best Bear?
Yeah, one word. Great landing, I disagree. What are these replays?
Best Bear Seletar.
This reminds me of this reminds me of that flight I did to, what was it, Kangaroo Island? No, King's Coast to Adelaide.
I didn't want to see his landing. Oh my god, he's flying the mountain keyboard.
Yeah, he is. There's a huge mountain in front of me.
What is this idiot doing?
I don't know. Oh hell yeah, Henry is flying from Heathrow to Singapore on a Qantas A380.
Perfectly reasonable operation.
Yeah, especially since it's... What?
I can hear the sync rate.
I didn't even listen to it with sound.
He's flying with mouse and keyboard. I used to do that. I hated it.
Yeah, me too. I like how Singapore Airlines flies to Gatwick. Why? Who's going all the way from Singapore to London and being like, yes, I want to fly to
You know, why have we not left the gate?
There's probably a delay. The Indian uncle hasn't showed up to the flight.
This is an awful approach. Great landing.
Yeah, I disagree. Is he talking in the video?
There's ATC.
There's ATC.
Oh yeah, the flight from Dad landed.
Hell yeah, do you see it?
No, I don't.
Why am I being informed? I am flying over Poland, right? You know what the most important information that the ex-pilot is giving me is?
What?
Romeo Kilo Double Sierra approach is on. That's on the literal. That's Seoul Gimpo. No, it's Gimpo. It's on the other side of the planet.
Cool. Best bear landed.
Best bear landed in the Seletar. After having maneuvered his airplane in some fashion. Oh man.
The last stream he did was 8 months ago.
Thank God he hasn't streamed since then. Who knows who else's eyes he's destroyed with his flying. He reminds me of the Comrade Tatashi Ball.
Yeah, for him, by the way.
He still posts on Facebook regularly.
He even posts on YouTube. Does he post airplane stuff?
No, he posts weird stuff.
Greek stuff.
Weird Greek stuff. He's a Cypriot, which is strange. But the Cypriots are basically discount Greek people, so.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a what's the word? An insult, isn't it? They're discount Greek people.
Okay, there's flashing lights now. I don't know. I wonder if it's the gate moving back or if it's the tug.
Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do. I don't really care. Are we on fire yet? We are literally not, bruh.
You are never leaving Singapore.
That's fine with me. I get a nice night. I get a night at that Crown Plaza hotel. I don't care.
That's fair.
But
The
there's way worse places to be starved. Oh, that Hyderabad flight is hasn't even departed yet.
Yeah, but he's had that extremely long taxi, hasn't he?
Yeah, I hope that I don't have that.
You will.
Why are they departing? Why are they doing that?
Because they're arriving on that runway that's next to you.
Yeah, but they should do it the other way.
Why? Like, I know for you it would make sense, but... Yeah, but the taxi...
Taxis on average are shorter.
Yeah, but the taxis...
other way.
The taxi ins are really short.
Even from the other way, the taxi ins are short and the taxi out is short.
Yeah, I don't know. They're doing idiot.
I don't know.
Why does Kathy use that ass terminal?
4? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing there.
Kathy uses Terminal 4 along with all the low-cost carriers over there. That's ass.
They need to like make some sort of announcement. Like, what is going on?
We are delayed. Imagine if that was the announcement. But you know what's interesting is that the Chennai flight hasn't left either.
That's scheduled 8:25.
That's fair.
What's going on?
Hell yeah, Sapporo.
Okay, something is definitely going on down there.
Do you see people running around like headless chickens?
No, but I felt the plane move.
That was probably the tug attaching.
Yeah.
That's usually what that means.
And now we're moving backwards. Okay, there we go. We're still not squawking though.
Sometimes it takes a moment.
Yeah, we're pushing back. There we go.
Did the captain not do a welcome speech?
He did, like 40 minutes ago. Or 30 minutes ago.
Ass.
This airport is very, very well organized.
Yes.
Oh, 9 Victor Sierra November Alpha. That's the one next to me.
Oh, it's a 777-300.
That makes sense. The wings. I see. I couldn't see the wings of the thing. That's a 777-300ER.
I could see some part of the wing, and it wasn't an A350 wing, but I didn't see enough of it to see what exactly it was. He's going to Frankfurt.
Is that the one that's going to New York too?
I don't think so. SQ-26. Oh, it might be actually.
Yeah, that's the one. Going
That's
to
the
New York.
one. Yeah, he's going to Frankfurt and then Kennedy. Yeah, that's a long flight.
That flight could literally take me home.
Yes. And that flight you might want business class for.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm flying 2 suites.
That's fair enough.
No,
He
that Q suite would be nice.
that flight came in from Pudong.
Oh yeah, I think I'm on flight 124 now.
Oh hell yeah, you're squawking.
That Cochin flight is way ahead of us.
Which flight?
The Cochin one?
Oh yeah, but I mean it also had the advantage of pushing from there.
Cochin from there,
Seatbelt should be lifted from the bassinet, secured with an infant seatbelt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others.
Let's see. If takeoff time's gonna be 8:50, let's say 8:50, that's 6:20 India time. 3 hours 40 minutes, it's 10 p.m. That's 10 minutes late. I don't care. I've got nowhere else to be.
10 minutes is not bad.
Yeah, I've got nowhere else to be.
10 hours is when it starts getting like pretty bad. Probably, it's probably somewhere in between, isn't it? Between 10 minutes and 10 hours of delays when it starts to be
Lower
bad.
your head and place it on the back of the bound sheet.
Please. Hey, my tug full of helps. They're moving it too fast.
What are they moving?
It can be speech. The subtitles. After the high tug of this, damn it, it's wrong.
Position, minority. Evacuation. Floor level
Yeah,
light.
the tug is gone.
Oh, hell yeah, the tug.
I saw the tug drive off.
Remove only high heel shoes.
And if any of that guy to go signal with me on the left. What is the better pushback guy saying?
Toe is disconnected. Toe is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Signaling pin on the left.
On the left.
Yeah. Have fun and have a safe flight or something?
Light 200.
Something like that.
Are they using the idiot runway in Bangalore or the convenient runway in Bangalore?
The idiot runway.
I love how you know, like, you know which one runway I'm talking about.
I do. Why is Singapore the... Okay, no. Singapore Chongqing is being idiot. But yeah, I know. Of course I know which runway. It's the idiot runway and the normal runway. Why did they build a new runway and then... They're landing on the idiot runway, though.
Yeah, they are.
But that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be landing on it when you get there.
That's true. But recently, that's the pattern they've been using. Like, when I flew in from Doha, and when I left Bangalore, they were doing it like this. The departures on the north runway and the arrivals on the south runway.
It's unnecessary, though. There's no one that's departing. Well, actually, it's hard to tell because everyone's transponder is off. No one's squawking.
Yeah. Are we moving yet?
How is it the domestic flights use the old terminal and the international ones use the new terminal with other airlines also using the new one?
Air India used the new one, that's it.
And then also all international flights, right?
Yep.
And they're building another new terminal, and what is that, for Indigo or some shit?
It's supposed to be a Changi airport, but tilted 90 degrees.
What airport tilted 90 degrees?
It's based off of Changi.
I see. Everything about that is idiot, though.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between Singapore and
Bangalore! But hey, you're not allowed to chew gum in Singapore, and you are in Bangalore, so.
You also have to pee on the street in Bangalore and not in Singapore.
Pee on the street.
Enter your details and your online. In-flight Wi-Fi speed and experience may vary from ground networks. It can be affected by the number of...
Can you hear the idiot announcement?
Yes.
That is a lot of 777s. That is a lot of 777s. Where are they going? So many 777s.
They're all SQ?
Yeah. You know what? You see where I am, right? The southern end of...
Yeah, I see you. You just passed that Max that's going to Chongqing.
Yeah, all those flights are 777s.
Interesting.
By selecting reconnect this world. Core details. In-flight Wi-Fi covered in your seat pocket.
Oh, there's a China Southern. I can see the China Southern guy.
Taxiing?
He's landing though. Yeah, he's taxiing. He just landed.
Oh, he's China Eastern, though.
That is. Oh yeah, China Eastern. The China Eastern. That is a tiny Garuda aircraft. What is that?
A tiny what?
Garuda. That's a 737. That's so small.
It's not that small, come on.
got an interesting livery on it. At PPA.
Garuda has too many interesting liveries. They should keep it normal for once.
I was fully expecting Indonesia to be like India, but it was not. It was, and I was very pleasantly surprised.
How was it not like India?
There's no orange driving. The traffic is orderly.
That's
A lot, but orderly.
not how it used to be. So either Surabaya is different or they've implemented something in the recently. That being said, it's more orderly than in India, but I wouldn't consider it orderly.
No, there's a lot of traffic, but it flows orderly. That just might be Surabaya.
That being said, Jakarta, it's nowhere near as chaotic as in India, but it's still not much worse. Or I mean, not much better. A380 is about to land.
Comparable?
Is what? What did you say? Damn it.
Hello?
Yes?
Did I just disappear?
For a moment, yeah.
It's because it connected me to the Wi-Fi, which isn't running yet. But this highway that we just taxied over, that highway that runs through the middle of the airport, it reminds me of the DFW.
Oh hell yeah,
DFW has that highway.
yeah, of course.
So this is full of 777s.
They're all going to ass places probably.
This is T2, yeah. There's a Swiss Air Park there.
Has Singapore moved all of their operations to T3 or the other terminal? Or?
No, they're all equally at T1, T2, T3.
It doesn't make sense. Like none of it. It's so stupid.
So when they open T5, all of Singapore will move to T5, and then everybody else will be at T1 through 3, and then low cost will be at 4. That makes sense.
But it would make sense to have Swiss and Lufthansa and all those people also at T5.
Probably Swiss, Lufthansa, United.
And then Eva Air and Thai Airlines and Air New Zealand and Air India, of course. Who else?
I just realized it's possible to fly from India to the US through Singapore without and make a connection without being on Singapore Airlines.
That's true, and you can be on Star Alliance the whole time.
Yep, like Air India and United. Like you can literally like go from Bangalore to San Francisco that way.
Or you could just fly, or you could fly direct.
Yeah, the issue. Okay, then Hyderabad. I don't know. Mumbai. Actually, damn it, Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore all have direct.
Well, Chennai. Did they not fly from
Yeah.
Chennai?
Air India does, but not the SFO. Like,
Well, yeah, but to Singapore, I mean.
Yeah, no, they do. I can't see. I can see that. I can see that runway, the idiot runway next to me.
Can you see the construction?
Yeah, I can actually.
Is there a lot of it?
No, not really, but like I feel like it's gonna really ramp up next year.
Oh, hell yeah, ramping up.
I wonder where the new terminal will be though.
Probably over there somewhere where you next to where you're taxiing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out where. Will it be north of those like ungodly number of taxiways. There's 2 taxiways. It will be south of those
No, it's
2
got to be
taxiways.
south of those, and then it'll be all of that infield area there.
Yeah, oh, some 737 is taking off. I don't know where it's going.
Cochin.
How's the Cochin flight? Hell yeah. Did the Hyderabad flight depart?
Yes. Not only did it's at 20. Oh, it's only at 21,000. Yeah. I thought he was already almost at cruise. Damn. Oh hell yeah! Cathay is next in line. I'm surprised it's a 321.
Behind him, there's the long. Yeah, I figured it'd be a 777 or an A350.
An A330.
A330.
An A330 landed from Hong Kong and taxied behind you the whole time. He's just parking into his gate. He's just pulling into his gate now.
CX?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. Why do they come? Why do they go there?
I don't know. It's so ass.
There's a flight from Jakarta landing.
Yep. You should see that Cathay coming past you in just a moment.
I think I saw him. I saw a flash go past me. It was probably the Cathay.
Hell yeah, Flash.
We have a bunch of people ahead of me. There's a Sri Lankan.
A Philippines.
There's a Jetstar going to Jakarta. The Philippines.
And then there's a gentleman that's going on a much longer flight than you.
Yeah, a flight that I've been on though.
Ass.
Not the flight number, but I've been on that route. We landed at. Did I tell you we landed on 19 right that flight?
What an ass. Everything about that is ass.
We literally landed on 19 right.
The gentlemen, the people that are on that flight have paid a lot of money. It's one of those ULRs, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it is SGA, 9B SGA. Oh, I can see it. Okay, it's probably about 40%. And oh god, there it goes.
It's probably going to use up all of the runway.
What's crazy is that thing takes off at 9:50 and at 7:50 and lands at 7:50. It's like, dude.
Oh hell yeah! It takes no time at all to fly all the way to San Francisco.
Yep.
Doesn't Singapore have one daily normal A350 and one daily ULR A350 on that?
Yep. The ULR is the one that's taking off.
Yeah.
The regular one is one I flew, which is the morning. I remember when United used to fly to LA, and then they swapped the United flying from LA to United flying to SFO, and then they added a second daily frequency to LA on the ULRs. Oh, that's the Sri Lankan A320.
Ass. There's only 2 flights a day on 3 days. It's only 10 weekly to LA, surprisingly. SFO is 4 daily. That seems excessive.
Yeah, but I bet you each one of them is full.
Of who?
Americans.
Ass. They fly to Seattle. They fly to Vancouver. No, Air Canada flies to Vancouver. Who's going to Seattle from Singapore?
Apparently there's a lot of... My uncle was telling me the load factors in the high 80s. That flight.
Okay. That's a lot.
Like, for that long of a flight, that's impressive. Oh, look, Sri Lankan is taking off.
Hell yeah, Sri Lankan Airlines. What an ass airline. You know who likes Sri Lankan Airlines?
Mr. Weirasinghe.
Yes, Mr. Dylan Weirasinghe. I hate that guy. I hate Dylan. I hate Macon, and I hate bacon. That's ass.
Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar.
Biman, Bangladesh. Krish being idiot. Simon Bolivar, Biman, Bangladesh.
That pal is on the runway, yeah.
That means you're gonna be taking off soon.
Yep, we're behind the pal.
Did that Jetstar
There's
take
no
off?
idiots that's... Yeah, I think so, but the pal is rolling.
The ALK took off as well. Hell yeah.
Cap, look pretty irritating. Yeah, that pal flight must be comparable in length to this.
The which flight? Really? Is that
The
long?
pal flight is probably... Yeah, it's always... I've done it, it's like 3.5 hours. The thing is, Southern India is not far from here. North India is quite far from here, like 6 hours.
That's ass.
Bangalore
It's
is not
okay.
far from
Yeah, it's true. It's only about 3 hours and oh, it's 3 to 3.5 hours to Manila.
Also, like over the Bay of Bengal, westward is tailwinds.
Yeah, because the Bay of Bengal is ass.
Yep. Thank goodness.
And then your flight's 4 hours just under.
What
To
airline
Volga.
is that?
It's Bangkok
Yeah, that
Airways.
is the- Okay,
It's-
that is the plane spooling up, so I will get off now.
Okay, see ya.
Alright, can you hear it? Can you hear it? There it is.
No,
Can you hear it?
no.
Oh. Wait, let me do this.
That idiot McIdiot is going to Samui. Oh, hell yeah, you're taking off.
What if I could see the ass Cathay Pacific? Oh, there he is. Korean Air uses it too.
Who uses it?
Hey. Korean Air.
Oh yeah, Korean Air does use it. There's the Cathay and the Korean, yeah. Alright. See ya. And Raghav is in the air. Alright. In light of that, I'm gonna go do the in the middle of cruise checklist. So I'll be back in just a moment. I am back. QF2's right there. Lufthansa's coming towards me. Alright, we'll do that. That shaves off a bit of time. How's the wind in Istanbul? And they changed the fucking runway. Now they're using 06 left. There we go, do some waypoint manipulation. And Istanbul approach is online, but we'll see what kind of shortcuts he gives. I have to figure out what is the cause of this X-plane bug with the altitude being messed up and stuff. We have under an hour to go at least, so we'll be in Istanbul soon. We are over Romania now. So where do I begin my descent with this flight plan? I begin at well, there's no shot that I make that target if I begin my descent here. So sometime before Adoru. Oh hell yeah! It's Aditya Rao in the stream chat. Oh hell yeah! You're online on Discord too. You have to go to work now, don't you? Oh, by the way, I bought ATS 2. I was like, you know what? It's on sale, and I bought all the maps too. I was like, this is stupid. This is wasting money. But whatever. I'll see what it's like, even though I hate it. You still take the train? I thought you. I knew you bought the car, but I thought you drove there. Or do you do that thing where you? Yes, ETS 2 multiplayer at some point. Do you do that thing where you drive to the train station and then you take the train from there? Because some people do that too. That's the American way of commuting by train. That's because you'd rather ride on train for 15 minutes and not sit in traffic for 45. That's very true. That is very true. Was the traffic really that bad? It's like 5 miles at most. Or maybe your thing's over there. Or it might be a little bit over 5. No, it's probably like 5 or 6 miles. I know the traffic on 75 is horrendous. It's probably the worst of any highway in Dallas. But surely it's not that atrocious. Even though we just said that it's atrocious. It shows 21 minutes right now, but that's just gonna keep going up. Yeah, it is gonna keep going up, that's true. 21 minutes is outrageous, though. It takes like 5 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes normally. I'm going to Istanbul Sabiha, which is ass in every way. Istanbul Sabiha. And I'm flying on these guys. Or this guy. Look at this. Anadolujet. Ass flight. It has that other runway. I've never seen the other runway being used ever by anybody. There's ATC there, which is a separate. Hell yeah, you think SpiceJet? No way, SpiceJet. SpiceJet has Corendon planes, but I don't know about Anadolujet. 80s information Charlie. Expect ILS Zulu approach. Departure runway 06 left. Expect ILS Zulu approach runway 06 right. I am not landing on 06 right. Why on earth would anybody possibly land on 06? There's 3 planes that are using this airport in the next hour and a half. Why on earth would anybody think that it's normal to have 06? All you have to do is just fucking land on the fucking 06 left. There's like, if it's that hard to sequence 3 planes, then I don't understand. I'll request for 06 left. Surely that'll be granted. They had these ones too. You have pigs from Bangalore with this S livery. That is ass. They probably ended the lease on these though, because it's ridiculous. Oh, also Aditya, I had on GeoGrid, I got 47.7, and then when I did it again today, it increased to exactly 50. It was one of those ass ones where a lot of them, Epic is the best one you can get. Or for some of them, at least. Like, what in the name of Jesus? Do people are stupid. I'm looking at the least common answers and people are stupid. That's what I have to say. I have to begin my descent sometime before Adoru. Wait, Adoru is actually where Istanbul approach begins. This is ass. I'm looking at okay, I'm 112 miles from Adoru. I have to begin my descent a bit before that. I'll try and hit my altitude targets that the star has in place. Okay, the minimum is going to be 600 barrow. 109.9er. The course I'll select, it's 59 degrees. MTC, hell yeah, on ETFC you can put Darth Vader there. I'm not gonna put Darth Vader there. I'm gonna leave it empty. You think I want to talk to anybody? And I sure as hell am not putting what you put on your MTC. I'll look at it once I land into Istanbul. I'll look at that ass. And then Oscar Pilotstri. Ass. That's so ass. Oscar Pilotstri. Ah, that's idiot McIdiot is what that is. Alright, see ya, Aditya. Have fun. Reach your place of work. So ass. Okay, I'll do the before descent checklist now. I just went there, but I'll do it again just because it's the last chance to do it. So I'll be back in just a moment. I am back just as the plane is doing the idiot maneuvers that it likes to do. I'm right over some bad weather. The stupid X-plane is doing a stupid thing with the stupid altitude. Like, at this point, it's ridiculous. Hello, Taco Mata. How are you doing? 133 point. Yes, it is X-plane 12. It does. That's the one problem with X-plane 12. I don't know why it does that. I do know why it does that, but I am never ever going to MSFS for the billionth time. X-plane is far better now. This is literally the only problem with it. I don't know. I don't... Because they say that they fixed it. And then for a time it seemed like they had, but... I don't know. You have a good 8380 and it's free. Okay. Doors in 35 miles. We have to descend down to level 2 soon. We'll probably start our descent right around or right before Adoru. We'll make it. Oh, but I contact the guy at the 25,000. In theory, but I can contact them earlier since there's no ATC. ATIS at Sabiha is Delta. Oh, he does actually want me to contact him all the way out here. Istanbul approach, good afternoon, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, flight level 350.
Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel, hello, Yeşilköy approach, identified, cleared, e-border to Golf arrival. Which first name would you like to have?
We would like 06 left, please, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
1 Juliet Hotel, roger, cleared, e-border to Golf arrival, expect 06 left.
Cleared E-Bodo 2 Golf arrival, expect 06 left, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
And Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, direct Fox Juliet 624. Descend your discretion, flight level 130.
Direct Fox Juliet 624 and descend at our discretion to flight level 130, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Our discretion 130 Fox Juliet 624. Nice shortcut. Our discretion to 130 will begin our descent in, well, now it's calculating. 20 or 30 miles? 20 miles, I'd say. Maybe 30. Other two golf. I have, that's a good question. I'll check it here, just one quick moment. I forgot it too, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the 3070 Ti. Yeah, 3070 Ti is what it should be. No, sorry, 4070 Ti, of course. RTX 4070 Ti, yeah. At our discretion down to 1. 150 miles out we are now, even though it's still confused by all these calculations. Everyone been saying the 4070, 4070 Ti, 4070 Super are the best for X-Plane animals. I think they are very good. Very, very good, but the one problem with the 4070 Ti at least is that it only has 12 gigs of VRAM, which usually is fine, but there are very certain instances where it starts running low. But, sorry, it's 12 gigs. I mean, 16 gigs of VRAM, of course, not 12. 16 gigs, which is usually fine 99% of the time, but there's 1% of the time where it starts getting too low, for X-Plane at least. One thing you truly love about MSFS is the syncing of game settings. What do you mean by that? Ah, I see. That's nice. I'll begin the descent now so that because the plane still, no, it's still confused about these calculations.
Approach hello, GN193 at on the ground at Istanbul, request Falcons to Athens as well, please. GN193, hello, Yeşilköy. You are cleared Athens, Airbus for Delta departure, runway 35 left, climb initially 5,000 feet, scope 6432.
1022.
Clear to Athens,
If MSFS just works on better plane physics for defaults, they should be good. People use FS realistic since it's not fun without it. Yeah, I agree. Like, MSFS is...
Approach, very good day.
But I still think X-Plane is pretty good. And I mean, it looks pretty good too now, so. This. Why was it cursed? Sky Team livery. Yes, the landing speed. I was doing something. There you go. You did a flight on a 7. That is cursed, yeah. That is very cursed, actually. Sky Team Delta 738 from Istanbul to Moscow. Turkish 2 Hotel Whiskey, who I've been flying along basically the same speed and time, everything. What the fuck? I can't speak. Funniest moment of Avioman when it goes to DHL blah blah descend 2,000 meters please. And the pilot wrote in the chat, no but thank you. Ass. Pilot was on a collision course. Ass. That sounds familiar. What's so confusing to the VNav? I don't get it. Information Delta is still current. You wish Avioman streamed again? I do too, but he always says he's gonna stream sometimes, but then he doesn't. He'll stream again at some point, probably. I mean, China has stopped accepting Boeing's deliveries, is what they've done. But I mean, it's to their own detriment. It's their problem. What's the transition? The guy will say it. There's a mountain in front of me. Continue descent 3000, QNH 1023, and we have information Delta, Anatolia 1, Juliet Hotel. 3000.
Turkish 3 Delta Zulu, ready to down.
3000 seems ridiculously low. 1023.
Delta Zulu, 20 Tango 7, departure 3 Alpha. Tango 7, departure 3 Alpha, Turkish Delta Zulu. Anatolian 1 Juliet Hotel, direct OBC, descent 4000.
Direct Obixi and descent 4000, Anatolia 1, Juliet Hotel. 4000. Direct Obixi. Thank God for that one.
Engine 994, descent 6000, KNH 1 Delta 3. 6000, KNH 1 Delta 3, 994.
Looks like they always go to the same, not necessarily the exact same gate, but basically the same sort of. Okay, now that time it went, I don't know. Well, last 2 days it went to 303.
Anatolian 1 Juliet Hotel from OBC, cleared ILS to the approach from my 06 left. Report passing Samore.
From a Bixi cleared Isla Zulu runway 06 left and will report passing Smore, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel. Clear ILS 06 left, report more.
Approach GN 193, we just have a technical issue. I'm not able to input the SID for 35 left. Is it okay if we depart with vectors or direct just to the next waypoint?
GN 193, confirm, are you unable to fly East Coast for Delta?
Yeah, unable. FMC is not showing any SIDs.
Someone said that Johnny Somali got killed in South Korea. That's not true. He got beat up. He hasn't been killed yet, unless he got killed in the last 1 or 2 days. But he deserves to be killed, to be honest. Like, I don't care if he does. Look at that, there's some ships down there. Oh, 18 hours ago. Interesting. It's probably not true though, but we'll see. There's the Bosphorus over there. Well, yes, I know he did some. He was an idiot, that guy. Complete idiot. I don't think they'd let him into North Korea. Like, no way. But imagine if he tried to defect into North Korea. That'd be funny.
Istanbul radar, Turkish 3 Delta Zulu, ready for departure for reaching. Turkish 3 Delta Zulu, wind 070 degrees 14 knots, 36, clear for takeoff. 36, clear to take off to Turkish 3 Delta Zulu.
Ataturk is right there. Bosphorus is there. Quadruple Lima Center is on. That's a lot of L's. Okay, localizer is captured. Or we're capturing it. But don't go below on the speed plane. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and slow down to 200, but... Okay, I got the runway in sight. I don't have the second one, no. Okay, just making sure. APPR.
Turkish 3 Delta Zulu radar contact climb flight level 240.
Good evening, flight level 240, Turkish 3 Delta Zulu.
Flaps 1.
Zulu direct Aqua.
Direct Aqua, Ryanair connection, Turkish 3 Delta Zulu.
Flaps 5.
1,000 to go.
Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel is now overhead S'more.
Turkish correction, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel, thank you. Reset correction, 020 degrees 14 knots, 06 left, clear to land. Local QNH 1023.
QNH 1023 cleared to land runway 06 left, Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel.
Engine 994, turn right, heading, standby. Turn right, heading 070.
160 now. Flaps 10. Lower the gear. Flaps 15.
2,500.
Charlie, Turkish Fox Kilo. Anna Fox Kilo, you are number 1 for push. We are number 1 for push and start.
Flaps 25.
Approach GN 193 ready for taxi.
GM 193, taxi Tango 3, departure to Bravo.
Flaps 30.
Taxi Tango 3 to Bravo.
And we have the 3 greens and we have everything ready, basically.
GM 193, taxi
We
Tango
push
3,
slightly more
join
left, or
departure
more
to
right than I
Bravo.
thought.
Okay, taxi Tango 3 and join Bravo for GN 193.
193, negative, standby. GN 994, turn left heading 020. Left heading 020, another. Number 1 for clearance, standby. Engine 193, taxi Tango 3. Then follow the departure to Bravo taxi route. It's a standard taxi route. Check the charts.
Check the charts.
Okay, understood. Sorry about that. We'll taxi Tango 3 and then the 2 Bravo departure for GN 193.
Thank you.
500.
Turkish 9 Foxtrot Kilo 1 clear off the Engine Airbus A320 behind. Push approved. Fake north QNH 1025.
Above the damn glide slope now.
300 minimum.
Continue.
Exit north, Turkish 9 Foxtrot Kilo.
200.
Engine 994 on present heading cleared ILS exit
100.
approach runway 35 flight.
50.
Ooh, bit of stutter.
20. 10.
Turkish Total Whiskey wind 070 degrees 14 knots, runway 36 cleared land.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Rudder is a bit twitchy today. Touched it a little bit over to the left and then it went flying off. That's okay.
Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel, contact ground 12175.
12175, thank you for the ATC, Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel.
Anytime.
Did I stop the flight there? I made the left exit, the one that I was aiming for. The problem was that,
Turkish 3 Delta Zulu leaving ground space, monitor Unicorn, have a nice flight. 22.8, Turkish 3 Delta Zulu, bye bye, have a nice day and thank you.
the problem was that the rudder, I tapped it over, but then it went flying off for some reason. I don't know. I probably tapped it more than I thought. What is this, Tango? No. Oh, it is. Sabiha Ground, good afternoon. Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel vacated onto taxiway Tango, request stand 303.
Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel, good ground, hello, taxi via correction confirm stand what?
Stand 303, please.
Roger that, Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel, taxi via Delta Sierra stand 303.
Taxi via Delta and Sierra to stand 303, Anadolujet 1 Juliet Hotel. Alright, let's get out of here. Delta
Route hello, AGM 5
and Sierra.
free departure, clearance request. AGM 4 Echo Papa confirm PDC. Affirm, have you received it? Negative.
Yeah, 4 and 5 stars, not too bad. It was pretty gusty, it was surprisingly gusty. I'm surprised that the stable approach said that I had glide slope deviation, because I didn't up until I was at about 200 or 300 feet. So 2 hours and 39 minutes. It's 2 hours 38 minutes, we can say. It was on for 1 minute longer. Oh. It's being twitchy today. I'm giving only minimal input, but it's flying off. It might be because I flew that toeless last time, the A330. Where I had to do a lot of input to do anything. That's probably what it is. Because I flew that thing for so long, I did so much taxiing with it that I'm used to that. So any amount of input that I do now feels like too much. Go, don't stop. Used to play X-Plane. I mean, everybody used to play X-Plane 11 with a mouse at one point. Do you feel anything noticeable between LevelUp and Zebo? In terms of flight physics and dynamics, it's a little bit. The LevelUp feels lighter. The Zebo feels heavier. But then in terms of options and stuff, I think the LevelUp is much better. There's far more different settings you can have in the tablet and different options. You have the Collins or the Honeywell panel, and then you have eyebrows and the PIP package and stuff. Really, Taco God? This is a strange taxi layout. It's this one that I need to take. Oh. I don't think it has those anymore, though. Zebo has a joystick issue. You tested the joystick on all other planes, but the Zebo just had yoke issue. That's strange. Yeah. Makes sense. But I flew the Zebo 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember it being there being that many issues. What a bizarre taxiway. 303 I requested. That's where they parked yesterday. Today I beat the real flight, so I don't know which stand they're taking. But yeah, Christ 6969. I hope that answers your question. Thanks for downloading as we speak. Okay, great. Happy flying. I have to get used to the brakes again. Oh. The toeless brakes work phenomenally. If anyone saw that landing in Noumea. Toeless 737. That would be scuffed. Engines are shutting off. Two hours 38 minutes it took, as I said. 2 hours 55 minutes it took from gate to gate. Detail on the Phoenix is amazing. It is pretty nice. It's nicer than the X-Planes, Airbuses. I mean, sure, Taco God, that's a big deal, totally. The X-Plane ones don't either, but this is Sam. And even this one didn't. Because sometimes they do, yeah. Oh, damn it, the fucking screenshots don't fucking work because some piece of shit idiot decided that. I don't know. Alright, go watch my old flights. See ya. Grand Anatolia 1 Juliet Hotel chalked up. Thank you very much for the ATC. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye. I can disconnect from the network. No, this is okay. Hold on. If I leave this, no, but this looks idiot. Why don't my fucking screenshots work? Like, I've never had this shit happen to me before where the fucking screenshots don't fucking work. It's ridiculous. Alright, well I have a way around that too, but I'll work it later. Nah, but there's no chilling out when the fucking screenshots don't work. It's so stupid. Alright, forget it. We'll close the doors. And we'll remove the chocks and then we'll run the replays. We disconnected that. We ended that. We disconnected that. Okay, good. In replay mode, I suppose it doesn't show rudder input anymore. Landing was pretty nice. Flight was pretty nice, all things considered. The biggest problem really is the fact that the fucking screenshots don't work, but other than that, everything went perfectly. Could have used a bit more rudder even, but it is what it is. Nice crap, thank you. Yeah, the replay doesn't show the rudder movements. On the Zebo it does, I'm pretty sure still. The level up it doesn't. There's another mark off for the level up. That is bright. Ooh. one more replay. And then that's gonna do it for us. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys next time. Of course, as usual, I don't know when next time will be. It could be as early as, or as soon as later today, and it could be as late as never. But that's gonna do it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do hope to see you guys next time.